That's right, and today's challenge is relax and work smarter, not harder. Let's face it, most people are going at a frantic pace. So much work to do with so little time. Tack on trying to be a perfectionist, and we're wearing out really, really fast. So research suggests that perfectionism and actual performance shows little payoff in terms of results. So in other words, that means that when you work smarter, that is the best thing that you can do. So no matter what you do, no matter how much effort you put into it, it doesn't mean that the outcome is going to match that work.
I love this because I think so many people think that they need to be working 9-10 hours a day, and you really don't need to. So I am so interested to know how you can do this.
A little more efficient.
What's the practical application of relaxing and working smarter?
Just kind of chill out, But this is what I want you to do. If you're a perfectionist or if you're constantly overworking yourself, ask yourself, what am I overcompensating for? What are you doing? Because at the core, you are not settled with who you are, what you're doing, or even where you're going.
I think a lot of people too want to look busy, and because they feel like they should be. So they should be looking like they're frantic all the time,
Yeah, and what that does is it gives you clout, right? It makes people go, oh, she's doing something.
Well, because we're impressed by people who are moving quickly. It gets our attention.
Absolutely. So what I want you to do is write out the pros and cons before taking action for anything that you do.
Okay.
If you have to, you know what, I'll use myself as an example. Yikes, but I overcompensate for a lot because I have a lot of unresolved childhood issues, meaning that I was never validated and affirmed. My mom was very, do this, do that, do this, and it was never good enough.
You want to be recognized for doing a lot.
Right, so I have to very deliberately pull back and say no. So what we want you to do is become vulnerable and share your step with one person today.
So you're ultimately saying that most of our attempt to take so much action and even become a perfectionist is driven by our need to compensate for some insecurity.
Usually there is some form of security, and believe it or not, it's all of us in some way.
Sure, of course it is.
Yeah,
so that's going to help you to share that with someone today.
Yes, go find one person to share that with, and hopefully that'll help you to start working smarter.
56 minutes.
And not harder.
All right.